This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Eagles will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Punting on first down, but why though? Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Briggs. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
6. Fresno State, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15.
The return is tackled down at the 13. And Fresno State offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going right to work up top. Did he just step out of the back of the end zone? I think he did, and it's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got a man. It's Chapman. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Grab near the marker. It's Metcalf. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot working the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
The sure hands, it's Pittman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to throw, it's Braxton. Grab near the marker, it's Pittman. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Unloads to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
This time he's got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on third down. With the catch, it's Metcalf. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the...
Southern Mississippi.
Ready up.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Swings it out to his running back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
To throw, it's Webster. Throws to the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Page. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to scramble. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to pass. It's Webster. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Okay, ready?
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
Fresno State, 0.
Got it. Set.
Rides to back and leaves it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
on 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
So if the offense stays out there on 4th down, they've got to get it to the next time zone to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. To the air, it's Braxton. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Just needs a crack to get a return.
The return is tackled down at the 17. And the Fresno State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point,
Turning it on! Quick step and go. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He makes a catch. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Let's go. Back to pass, it's Braxton. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Golden Eagles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Braxton. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender.
Makes a grab down the middle. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Webster. Here comes the heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. That's caught. It's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fresno State.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Fresno State right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Rivers. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Breaks into the open. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Golden Eagles are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Briggs. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Check. Black 33, mouse choice. 33, mouse choice. Black 14.
He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good timing on the quick out. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to get them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Gets the back moving. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On target over the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Fresno State, 9.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Briggs. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Fresno State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fresno State, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines, out of bounds and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the grab. It's Chester. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
He'll set up to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to throw again. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Looking for a man, it's Braxton. Makes the grab, it's Davis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Page. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Chapman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Gutsy play call. There are a lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down, they get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Golden Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. There he goes! Touchdown, Southern Miss! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
16.
He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Rivers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
He's going to fire deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen, some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. On the run, it's Briggs. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team staying focused.